Hello my interior design family, welcome to the video, and today I want to invite you into a winter night's dream. This is a moody glamour Christmas decor. I want you to imagine it as a winter night. It's a dream of a winter night. So it is moody, but then it can also be quite luxurious and quite sophisticated. So how do we get to have that finish? How do we get to have that winter night's dream decor? The first step is to think about the Christmas tree. When it comes to the Christmas tree for a winter's night dream, we want to imagine the moonlight, right? So when it comes to our metallics, our baubles, we want to get silver baubles or glass baubles because this reflects better with the moon, the light, or the concept of a winter's night. And then we want to bring in burgundy and burgundy velvet. This is a perfect color that brings in that Christmas feeling and as well as that moodiness and that moody glamour of a moody Christmas. So I recommend definitely having velvet ribbons wrapped around your Christmas tree, or actual velvet ribbons on your Christmas tree paired with those silver baubles and those glass baubles. And remember, when it comes to your baubles, you want to get them in different sizes and as well as different finishes. So you can get matte finished ones, you can get glass finished ones, and then you can get more reflective and shiny finished ones, and that actually reflects the winter night because you might see some stars shine quite brightly, and then at the same time you see some stars faint and far away, and some you don't even see at all, right? So that's how we can have that reflective star and then the matte star that we can't really see. So we want to bring in that feeling with our baubles. So just to recap, we're having baubles in silver and glass, and we're having that burgundy velvet ribbon either in bows or actual ribbon wrapped around your Christmas tree, and this creates a perfect moody glamour Christmas. Another way in which you can bring in that burgundy and that moodiness of this Christmas theme is through foliage, right? So if you have flowers or foliage, you want to go for maybe a eucalyptus, something quite dark, right? Or you want to bring in berries, but if you're bringing in berries, I want you to bring in frosted berries or flowers that have a plum finish to them. So those darker plums, we want to go for the darker side of the red. So like the burgundies and the plums rather than red and classic red. That is not what we're thinking about here. We're thinking about something more deeper, more moody, or even more sophisticated and glamorous. And of course, when we talk about glamour, we're also talking about our textures, right? This style is all about touchable luxury, right? So you want to bring in that velvet, as I've mentioned before. You want to bring in some of that satin, and you can even bring in fur, right? But in those darker colors like the burgundy, you could even go for a black if you so wish, because this is of course a moody Christmas. It's a winter's night dream. But then it can also be quite sophisticated. So bring in that fur, that velvet, that satin. You want those to be the fabrics that you touch. And when it comes to the touch, of course, I'm talking about the smaller accessories that we have. So we're talking about the throw. You can get yourself a nice, for example, black fur throw that you can place and perch nicely on your sofa, and then you get your cushions in maybe a nice velvet burgundy and scatter those cushions all over your sofa, and all of a sudden you have this comfort that is also luxury and sophisticated and a little bit moody. And of course, we don't stop there. This also comes to our tablescape, right? So it will also tie in with our table runner. We can go for a velvet burgundy table runner. And then for our placing, we can actually embrace the night, embrace the moodiness of the night and go for black, right? We can go for black plates, paired with maybe a satin burgundy napkin. And we want, for our metals, we want to be keeping them silver, so have like a silver napkin ring and silver cutlery, and that will just be perfect for creating a sophisticated feeling. And if the black is a little bit too stark for you, which it might be for some of us, even for myself, then you can opt for more silver finishes and more glass finishes. So you can go for more frosted glass and more frosted silver finishes when it comes to your plates, and as well as your tablescape, such as your candle holders, your cutlery, your plates, and everything else. So that creates a little bit of a frosty feeling, and as well as it creates, it brings in that element of the moon, right? So the moon is kind of like that silver, frosty, white color. So you can bring that in to your tablescape by having a table that looks like the moon, with that silver and that glass, and it just creates a beautiful, beautiful winter's night. And to bring in more moodiness, my darling, to make this winter's night really shine like you're outside in the night looking at the stars, I want you to bring in lighting in the form of candles. We're not doing more of the sparkly lighting. You can have that, of course. You can have some fairy lights, of course, sparingly here and there. And then you can use candle lighting. And when it comes to the candle lighting, in this sense, I want you to use frosted glass. So for example, if you were to find like candle holders that have like a frosted, like a red burgundy finish to them, or a smoky charcoal finish to them, something more moody, something deep, and a little bit of that brings in some of that darkness of the night, will work perfectly, right? Like, as for example, smoky glass, and then you have your candlelight in it, for example, a tea light in it, and that light just continues to make the space look moody but also elevated and luxurious and glamorous and sophisticated, but with a moody finish and a moody element to that. And then what about the smell? Well, we want to be going for something like amber or something like black currant, right? So these are the scents when it comes to the candles that you're getting, or the room sprays that you're getting. Something in amber and black currant will really help bring in that smell and that essence of a winter's night, and it will make your space even sing more, because you're not only seeing, you're not only touching, but you're also smelling it, right? And it's more of a full body experience, and everyone will appreciate all the effort you've gone into, because when they come into your space, they'll feel like they're actually walking into a different room, they're actually walking into a different space, and it creates a memorable feeling. Just going back to the ornaments and the Christmas tree, I mentioned before that you want to keep them in that silver or that glass finish, and of course I mentioned the baubles. But because it's a winter's night, you can even have other more celestial finishes to it, right? Such as stars and moon and things that are like astronomical, because these are the shapes that we're seeing outside when we're looking at the sky at night. If we're privileged enough to live in a space where we can actually see the stars out at night, to bring in more of that winter's night, more of that moody glamour into your Christmas space this year, I want your stockings to also be in these deep velvet colors, right? So we could go for that burgundy again, or we could go for like a navy blue, right? Something that's like the night sky, the winter's night sky. And you could not only have those textures with your stocking, you could also have that with your Christmas tree skirt, so that it's in that color, that very moody color, but with that velvet touch and that velvet finish. And that brings in glamour, and that brings in luxury, but it also brings in the colors of a moody night. And with that, my darling, you have everything that you need to create the perfect winter's night dream, moody, glamorous Christmas decor this year. And I wish you the best of time celebrating, eating, enjoying your time with your family, and of course serving yourself on those beautiful silver or glass finishes on your tablescape. And I really hope that you enjoy this Christmas season and go out and create the perfect winter's night dream. I will see you in my next video in the new year, or about the new year. But otherwise, if you like the sound of this video, if you'd like to know more about different types of Christmas themes and Christmas decor, then definitely watch this playlist. I have 5 other Christmas themes in this series, so definitely go and enjoy them, and leave a comment and let me know what you think about a moody Christmas. Is that something you associate with Christmas, or are you more into the sparkly and fun light side of Christmas? So you can either leave a moon or a sun in the comments. And with that, I shall see you in my next video, my darling. Have a fantabulous Christmas. Enjoy everything this year has brought to you, and I just soak it all in, because it has been a long year, and you have probably done a lot, and I want you to be able to reflect and soak in and enjoy everything this year has given you, and enjoy your family and your friends before we move into the next year. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video.